So that shiny new game just came out, Samson, and you want to know if it's worth your time, right? Well, let's take a look at the game for some first impressions. Keep in mind this is not a full review, this is a quick look at the game. I played this game for 2 hours, and this game is interesting. First off, I love this city and the environment. I think it looks great and feels good to be in. I also like how the game looks visually. As I was playing, I was reminded a bit of GTA 4 because this game has some car destruction that seemed similar, as well as the overall feel of the city. It was a little similar in my opinion. That said, there are some negatives here too. As of right now, about 6 hours after the game release, this game is at 50% on Steam. The majority of people are having technical issues with this game, and I had some myself. The game never crashed for me, but I did have some stuttering here and there. It was a playable kind of stutter, but still not great. Then in one mission, I had to beat up some people. I did that, but after that I decided to jump into the water to see if I could swim, and my character instantly died. So do not go in the water. I then respawned before I beat those people up, so that meant I had to redo all of that. But then my game bugged out when I tried to redo it, and I had to restart the mission because it just wouldn't work. So I just jumped right back into the water to reset it, and then the next time it worked just fine. Then I had some issues with input delay. I'm not sure if it's simply me and my settings, but the cars I drove felt inconsistent with the turning delay, which made it hard to drive without crashing. And combat is where it was the worst though. My inputs sometimes never registered at all, which led to me getting hit many times over, which was very annoying. And finally, my last negative is the story of this game. You see, this game has a story, but that's not really the focus. The main character messed up, his sister made a deal for him with some people, and now she can't leave until the main character, her brother, earns enough money to pay them back. That's the story so far, and basically all I know. What you do in this game is a series of side missions over and over and over, so that you can earn money. The overall goal is to pay them back and free the sister, but your day-to-day goal is to just do side missions to earn enough money by the end of the day. Each day has a monetary goal to reach, and if you don't reach that goal and turn in the required money per day, thugs will show up the next day and fight you. Then, if it keeps happening and you don't pay enough each day, more and more thugs will appear. And then if you keep not paying, I'm not really sure what happens, but you can see that it's just getting worse each time that you don't. You can only do a few missions per day though, as each mission requires action points. You have a set amount of action points each day, so you need to pick and choose which missions to do. Some missions take 2 action points, some take 3. There is a skill tree for when you level up, and it's fine, but nothing really amazing in there. This world is open world, so you can just drive around all you want. Your character has his own car that also has nitrous. If you wreck the car, you'll need to recover it at a garage. That costs money though. Also, you can take your car to the garage whenever to repair it or buy more nitrous. You can also use gas station pumps to get more nitrous too. There's no guns in this game. All combat is melee. Well, cops have guns, and I guess some characters and side stories do too. I drove into the back of a cop car on purpose to see what would happen, and that just started a police chase. They're really tough to get rid of though. It was much easier to escape them on foot actually. Speaking of melee, you have a light and heavy attack, a dodge, and a counter. You can also grab enemies and push them. There are temporary melee weapons just scattered around that you can pick up, and then you can use them until they break. Or you can also throw them at the enemy. Your character has a combat rush meter that's yellow on the bottom left, right above the red health bar. Once that yellow meter is full, your character will have a small power boost, and your character will be a bit stronger in melee while that meter lasts. Health can be restored by using random medkits that you come across, usually on a wall, or by sleeping, or by using painkillers. Painkillers are the main way to restore health. Enemies will drop cash and painkillers every now and then, and even while just out and about in the city, you'll probably come across some on the ground. There's also some smaller things that you can find or smash across the city. I also tried to use a DualSense controller on Steam, but it said that the controller wasn't supported, which was surprising. There's other methods on PC I could have used to make it work, but I just stuck with mouse and keyboard the whole time. There's a few different car models that you'll come across, and you can drive pretty much any car as long as it's parked. You cannot take a car that someone's in, like in GTA. Some cars I liked more than others, and some cars also had nitrous, just like the main car has. As I said before, there's also car destruction to an extent. The car bodies will deform, and you can even flip your car in this game too. I did do that once, on accident. Some things are destructible in the city too, like some signs and light poles. I found that out while driving poorly. A few times I fully destroyed the car. When that happens, your car simply stops moving, and then the car just sits there. You can get back into it, but you can't start it and drive it. Overall, I do feel a bit mixed on this game. On one hand, I love this world as a whole. On the other hand, the story, combat, and pretty much everything in this game are not amazing. Plus, with my missed inputs and input delays, it was made even worse. Oddly enough, I do like this game more than I dislike it. I just like this world too much, so I'll be sticking with this one and seeing it through, even with the jank that it has. For you though, I'd either recommend not getting avoiding the game because of its issues, or maybe you can just wait for game updates, I'd recommend watching several reviews of this game before you make a decision. Though that's my personal opinion. Whether or not this is your type of game, I'll see you on the next one.